Alright guys, welcome back. I just wanted to do a very brief, quick update. What I did was I went back, first of all, I double checked on the platoon force ratings, and what it says is, when you look at your platoon, and you look at if they're regular or elite, well, here the Russian is regular. They have a force rating, let's see if we can bring that up there, -3. Now the Germans had a force rating for them, let's find it there. Their platoon force rating is a 0 for regular, so regulars for both sides, but because the Russians have that -3, there's a difference of 3. And the rules state that you take that difference in points, or that value, and you add that to your potential support list. So the Russians have a 3-point deficit, so they could actually pick items all the way up from table 5, because at the beginning when I was setting up their scenario, I rolled that they could pick from list number 2, but they've got that 3-point deficit, so they could pick, if they wanted, all the way up from list number 5, which adds a lot of stuff. Some half-track scout cars, engineers, bigger machine guns, all the way up to like a Valentine 3 tank, an Su-76. Since those are things I don't have, I went ahead and I could have gave them a Maxim medium machine gun, wheeled on a tripod mount, which, come to think of it, I might do that. Let me see if I've got one. Well, I just went and did a quick look, and actually I have a Maxim machine gun on a tripod. Not quite a tripod, but it is a Maxim machine gun. You can tell it is kind of crew served. I either got one in tow or one set up. This is probably the one I'm going to go with. It will let me replace their 50mm mortar. Like, I'm still kind of deciding if I want... I think I'm still going to go with the mortar. Just because mortar sounds like it could be real effective in taking out spots that couldn't, you know, I got machine guns, yeah, a lot more firepower with that tripod or that, the Maxim, but I'm going to go with the 50mm mortar because it does say here there's no smoke rounds and it only fires high explosive ammunition, and the mortar does have a minimum range of 18, so you can't fire it within 18 inches. So actually maybe that machine gun might be a little more effective. I could set that up somewhere. I'm still going to try the mortar. I just got super blurry. You can't read that at all. Okay, let's fiddle with this real quick. Alright, so yeah, down here it's talking about the mortar. I think I'm going to go with the mortar anyway. If I play the game and I don't like the mortar, I can swap it out for the machine gun. Real fast on the German mortar here, while I was reading up on it, their 5cm mortar team, it also has no smoke ammunition, only fires HE rounds, but it has a minimum range of 12. And then if you get closer than that, the crew can use their rifle. So I think even though the Russians, I could go much higher up in the support table, I'm going to go ahead and just keep them with the mortar. That sounds good. Alright, and then last for the update is what I've done is I put just like a little red dot to mean first squad, and then, for example, blue for my Germans. I went ahead and put like 2 dots to represent second squad, and then because there's 3 squads, then one of my third squads is gonna have 3 dots. What does that look like? might not be needed, but I thought, you know, it probably would not hurt to go ahead and mark them. You know, I don't know if that's really going to matter much when you're actually playing the game, but I thought since this is a game of squads, and it might be good to help keep track of that, you know, who belongs to what squad, you know, that fire team is part of that squad. So that's what I've gotten just as a quick brief update. So everybody, platoons are set, squads are marked, and then next we'll start talking about determining their starting force morale and maybe looking at the jump off points and setting out the patrol markers. Alright, thanks again everyone. We'll set this up a little bit later. Thanks.